If you are in a relationship and you have over communicated yourself to death and the person still isn't listening, they don't want to listen, baby. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Simone Nicole here, back at it again with yet another video. And today's video, I'm gonna be reacting to Reddit stories. And I know that y'all are like, girl, that is not what you do on this channel. I know. First and foremost, thank you for 100,000 subscribers. For everyone that was on the live, thank you so much for joining me on the live. I think you can still view the live even now. Bawled my eyes out, completely am drained of emotion. And I feel like every time I see the number, I'm like detached from the number. And I've had a lot of complicated emotions about it. And I'm actually gonna talk about that in my next video that you guys will see after this one. And I think that now that I have so many more eyes on me, I'm just kind of getting nervous about everything that I'm saying. It's a learning curve to still stand strong in how I feel, no matter how many eyes are on me. So right now I am letting myself be in the place that I'm in. And instead of not filming anything, we are going to film something that I just feel like will be fun, you know? Like we're just gonna talk. We're gonna talk like the girls do and look at other people's drama and other people's mess. So I have not reviewed any of these Reddit stories. If you don't know what Reddit is, it's basically like a big website that's filled with a community of people that come together and like talk about different things. So there's like different subreddits on like the parent website Reddit. So the subreddit that we're gonna be reading from is Today I Fucked Up and relationship advice. So I'm just gonna do the top ones for right now in time, and we're just gonna see how this goes. I have no idea how this video is gonna go, but I hope you guys enjoy it and you're okay with me taking a little bit of a break from my content to do something that is a little more lighthearted. Maybe, I don't know what we're about to read. Okay, so got my handy Zanzi laptop out here, and I'm gonna start on r/Today I Fucked Up, or TIFU. I should say it's TIFU because the F is gonna keep on having to get edited out of this video. This was posted 1 day ago. The title of this one is Today I Fucked Up by becoming addicted to my coworker. I, 18 female, have a few coworkers where it took me a few months to start to chat with them, but now I really enjoy our conversations. I've had one who I felt a pretty strong bond with, and every shift we have together, I'll get excited and spend half of my time hoping he'll come over to my area and hang out with me. We're not heavily supervised, it's a retail job. I've started to realize I may be a little attached, and I very much want to become a friend and hang out outside of work. The few minutes we get to hang out every shift are the most fun I have all week. Okay, here's where the problem starts. Whenever he comes to my area, he'll offer me his vape and I'll take a few hits. I only ever vape socially, as I don't own one or care to own one, so I only do it when it's offered to me. I've come to realize that my heavy desire for him to come over and hang out with me during our shifts may not be because I feel a huge connection, but I actually have a nicotine addiction. Wait, I'm so sorry. I know that was so loud. Y'all, hold on. There's tears coming to my eyes. Imagine that you like start off being like, I love him and we're gonna be together forever. And he's like, you wanna hit this little vape? And you're like, yeah. And then because you were flirting with the boy, you walk away with a nicotine addiction? Child, this, you know what? Hold on. Okay. Edit. Oh my goodness. I did not expect more than 3 people to see this. I have read these comments and some of these people are very nice and some people were not, and that's okay. I've seen everything from I should smoke more to I'm an idiot for doing all of this, LOL. Child, this is hilarious. And I don't understand how anybody could like take this seriously. She realized that she flirted herself into a nicotine addiction and people are calling her stupid. I feel like it's a waste of energy. Can we all just laugh and just move on? Because that's what I'm about to do. So I had some other ones saved, but then there's like this little side panel and it says similar to this post. I'm gonna go, damn it, the login. Okay, so I've signed in. So now I am on like one that you have to make sure you're 18 or older to view. This one is called Today I Fucked Up by Masturbating Too Long in the Shower. So I, 19 male, live in an apartment off college campus with 3 other guys. Everyone else was at class and I decided to pop in a microwave lunch before hopping in the shower. Now living with 3 other guys, sharing a room with one, there's not a lot of privacy. I wasn't planning on anything, but I got in the shower, morning Adderall kicked in for my ADHD, I swear, realized I was naked and it had been a bit, and I went, might as well. I popped in my water resistant headphones for more immersive experience. And in case the roomies came back unexpectedly, I may have gotten a bit too into it. It was an intense video. So what was supposed to be a quick shower turned into a 40-minute aggressive ham-fisted sandwich. What? Of earth-shattering self-pleasuring. I walked out a bit woozy. You can imagine my surprise to get out of the shower and find a surprisingly steamy but an awful smoky smell I didn't notice before. I walked out of the bathroom to the kitchen to find my kitchen literally engulfed in giant ass flames and the smoke alarm going nuts. It turns out instead of hitting 4 minutes, I accidentally added a 0 and set it for 40 minutes and set my entire apartment on fire. Immediately ran out and called 911, but they were already on their way. A neighbor had called after smelling smoke. The firemen came down. The whole apartment complex had to be evacuated. Lost most of our kitchen and our living room, and everything indoors was severely smoke damaged. I wound up in the hospital for a few days due to smoke. My roommates were pissed. Could have died, but not gonna lie. Now I get why people like being oxygen deprived during sex. I don't want to do this. I don't want to interact with this because what? You set your yanking that little peck up? Oh, that's not right. There's not even much that I can add to this. We have to move on. Let's find another story. Okay, we have made it to my personal favorite place, Reddit. Am I the asshole? These are my favorite because you get to like sit back and like judge a little bit and you're like, oh my god, asshole or like not. I love Reddit. Am I the assholes? So this one is brand new, just posted 22 hours ago, already has almost 20,000 upvotes. Okay, wait, I gotta go to the original post because I was looking at the update. Okay, so the original post was posted 3 days ago, has 20,000 upvotes. It is called, Am I the Asshole for Leaving the Vacation I Planned for My Girlfriend After Her Friends Came Along? My girlfriend, Sarah, 29, and I, male, 28, have been dating for 5 years. I wanted to go on vacation with her to celebrate. I planned the trip for several months, and of course I shared my plans with her and decided on skiing / snowboarding and other winter activities in Colorado. The activities seemed perfect. I was looking forward to this for months because I wanted to propose to her at the end of the trip. Oh, 5 days before the trip, Sarah dropped the ball on me that she invited 2 of her friends to meet her there. Okay. I was upset because I wanted to spend one-on-one time with Sarah for our anniversary. I feel like it was plain and clear that this trip was for just us. Even though I expressed my concerns, Sarah insisted that her friends already made plans to come and won't back out. Oh, this is a bunch of weirdo behavior. Sarah's a weirdo, the friends are weirdos, everybody's weird. Well, maybe the friends aren't weirdos necessarily because maybe the friends don't understand like how inappropriate this is, but okay. I decided to accept this because there was no way for me to force her friends not to come, even though I wish I fought more on this. I figured we could make some changes to our plans and I would still be able to propose to her privately. Sarah essentially blew me off for her friends and we didn't get any private time. After 3 days of being in third place, because she has 2 friends there, but okay. After 3 days of being in second place, I decided to leave the trip and head home. Yeah. I told Sarah why I was leaving and she was upset. She told her friends about my decision and I was ganged up on. Okay. There are so many lacks of boundaries here. Pause in the story for 3 seconds. Y'all, I have been in situations where I'm traveling with a couple. Whenever they fight, whenever anything is going on, whatever the heck, that has nothing to do with me. I am not involved in this. My name is Bennett. I am not in it. So the fact that you expressed it to your partner then went and ran to her friends to talk about it, and then they came to you and tried to gang up. Why am I itching my hand up here? Then they came to you and ganged up on you about wanting to leave the trip that you planned for your girlfriend that you were supposed to propose to. Oh, child, let me get through the story. Okay. They said we were all having a great time. Yeah, to you. She thinks I've been a jerk for making her pick between her friends and me, even though her friends weren't invited in the first place. Literally. I had personal issues with her friends prior to this trip. I never made Sarah pick between me or her friends because everyone needs friendships outside of a relationship. I'm at home now and thinking about everything. I had a day to myself before Sarah comes home, so at least I get to relax a bit. And the fact that you feel like not having your partner around means that you get to relax. Ugh. Sarah and her friends think I am overreacting and think I ruined the trip. I think that Sarah was disrespectful and rude to me by ruining the purpose of the trip and having her friends gang up on me. Am I the asshole for leaving the vacation I planned for my girlfriend after her friends came along? No, you're not. I don't want to be anywhere where I'm not welcomed. If I ever feel like I am in a place, especially with a man, and I feel like I'm being backed into a corner and I feel unwelcomed, if I feel any bad vibes, I'm sorry, I'm flight. I'm out. You think that I had to be here? Oh, I'm gonna call an Uber. I'm gonna call a boat. I will call a taxi. I will call anything I have to leave up out of here. You will never play me like that. No, I would have left too. I could not imagine. Ooh, let me put myself in it right now. If I planned an entire trip for my partner, and after I made it very clear that this is gonna be a special one-on-one time for us, I find out that he invites 2 of his boys, and then the entire time that we're on the trip, I'm like getting mad. I'm like getting viscerally angry thinking about it. The entire time we're on the trip, you ignore me. And then when I say to you in private, I'm uncomfortable with the way that you've been treating me, and then you run back to your friends, and then your friends proceed to bully me and say that I'm ruining the trip that I planned and probably had a big hand in paying for. My heart is racing. Literally just thinking about it. Hell, are you crazy? And he was supposed to propose. That's not right. Okay, there's an edit. This was a planned anniversary/romantic trip. I was clear that I have made plans for just the 2 of us, and that is what I forgot too. This is an anniversary trip. Oh my God. You invited your friends on your anniversary trip? Okay, so let's go to the update. I've decided that I want to end this entire relationship. I packed my important belongings, aka my passport and clothes, and arranged with my best friend to crash at his apartment until I can find my own. Usually when small issues happen in a relationship, it ties to bigger issues of the relationship. Yes, the main reason why I decided to break up is because I realized that her friends will always be closer to her than me. Oh, Sarah has favored her friends over me and has blown off some of our plans for her friends more than once. I was lying to myself for years because I didn't want to face the reality yet. I had hoped that she would change, but this trip really opened my eyes that I will always be in third place to her. I expressed my feelings multiple times and Sarah promised that she would change and didn't. Sarah came home yesterday. I said I have a lot to get off my chest and I want to get through my notes before she talks or tries to interrupt me, which is fair. The first question I asked Sarah was how she thought the trip went. She said we all had fun and that it was memorable. I shouldn't have to feel like a third wheel in my own relationship, especially on a trip that I planned. My next question was, why did you invite your friends in the first place? You knew that this was going to be an anniversary trip for us. Sorry, I ran out of space on my SD card, so I have probably adjusted my position a bit. She said her reply was, she talked about this trip with her friends since the beginning and they had never been to Colorado. She thought it would be a good idea to allow them to come just so that they can have fun in Colorado with us. I followed up with my lack of understanding of her friends coming until days before. So that's a good point. If it really was just that innocent, then you should have just said from the beginning, like, oh my God, babe, I just thought about the fact that my friends haven't been here. Like, wouldn't it be so much fun if they came? Like, how would you feel about that? This was not a group decision. You made a decision, and that's another red flag. You made a decision about your relationship without your partner's knowledge, and then tried to gaslight him into being like, no, you're the problem. You're being an inconvenience. Me and my friends just want to have fun. That was so inconsiderate. You did not bring him in on this decision at all, and now you're trying to turn it around on him and be like, oh my God, like, it's just my friends, and we just want to have fun on the slopes. Like, girl, if you don't go to hell. It would be one thing if they came and did their own activities, but it's another thing that every activity became a group activity. I signed up for a monogamous relationship, not a poly relationship. My last question was, did you know that I was going to propose to you? Sarah said she didn't know at all. The thought never occurred to Sarah that I was going to ask. She claimed that she wouldn't have invited her friends to come along if she knew, but I responded that it would ruin the surprise if I told you. You're like, oh my God, babe, I would have never invited my friends had you told me that you're going to propose. Why would I tell you that I'm going to propose? And why would you invite your friends on our anniversary trip, dog? Like, okay. She begged me to stay with her and believes we can work everything out. She didn't want me to throw away 5 years after one bad trip. I listened to her promises to change for years regarding her friends, but nothing happened. I ultimately left Sarah with this. It's clear that there isn't enough room in your heart for your boyfriend and your friends. As much as I love Sarah, I can't stay in a relationship where I am not respected enough. I'll figure out how to get my name off the lease, and I'll plan to get the rest of my belongings. As for the ring, I will return it this weekend. Oh, that makes me so sad. My instinct too is to also question, like, damn, did y'all have to break up? But also, it's been 5 years. He's been feeling this way for 5 years. Sometimes it is like a straw that broke the camel's back kind of situation. And it's really unfortunate, but I feel like I have known people throughout my life that I can calmly say to you what I need from you, how I need you to move, how I need you to behave, how I need you to love me, and they won't hear it until you do something drastic, which is crazy. Like, you know, in a perfect world, we will be able to communicate our feelings once, effectively and directly, and the people around us would understand that, accept that, and move forward. But that is not the case. That is not the case so often. And he had to put his foot down, and that's really sad. But I do feel for her. Imagine getting broken up with. No, but yeah, no, I don't have to imagine, because I was gonna be like, imagine getting broken up with because you invited your friends on a vacation. Come on, girl. Like, you didn't see an issue with that? I don't know. I've kind of been wanting to talk about adult friendships, but it's something that I am personally still navigating and don't have all the answers to at all. But it is such a funny thing that happens as we all get older. You don't have time for relationships the way that you used to, and the way that your relationships look will change with your friends. So the fact that they are so close to the point where it's compromising your relationship, I'm not gonna say that's odd to me, but it's kind of like, really? You were willing to sacrifice your relationship with your boyfriend of 5 years and disrespect his boundaries over and over and over again for the sake of having your friends come along with you for a girls trip? I guess all of that to say, like, if you are in a relationship and you have over communicated yourself to death and the person still isn't listening, they don't want to listen, baby. They have understood that you can say what you're saying, but you're not actually going to act on it. You have taught them how to treat you. They have learned that they can push your boundaries in this certain way. Insert your situation here, and you'll be okay. That's usually not our intentions. Like, our intentions are usually to, like, be there for people and, like, to provide a safe space for people and to forgive people and offer kindness. And that can be misconstrued and taken advantage of some of the times in relationships. And you kind of got to cut it off at its knees. And that makes me sad. That makes me sad. I hope that they both heal from this. I hope that this was a learning point for her and that he moves on to somebody that, like he said, like, makes him feel valued and doesn't make him feel like third string in his relationship. Okay, everyone, that brings us to the end of today's episode. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I know that this was a lot different from the content that I generally do, but I just needed a little moment to, like, not have to script a video on, you know, the stuff that we usually talk about here. And I have a vlog coming up as well. I actually vlogged, like, the moment that I hit 100,000, so I can't wait to share that with you guys. I'm kind of thinking that I want to treat my vlogs kind of like mini diaries for you guys to just get more of a sneak peek into me as a person and not just the girl that sits on the couch and talks about, you know, some of the more difficult stuff in life. So that's my next video. And then I want to just do more lifestyle content. Like, you know, I've said a lot. We've talked a lot on this couch for the past few months. I want to, you know, just do other things. I'm in my fitness bag. Do y'all want to see a gym routine, like what that generally looks like for me, how I eat? Because I eat very sustainably and, like, not like rice cakes and green beans all day. So I would love to make a video like that for y'all if you are interested in that, or like a shower routine. Literally, y'all just let me know. I think I just need a moment after I film the video for next week to just kind of really be convicted to talk about the things that I'm convicted to talk about. So all that being said, thank you again for joining me for this video that's a little out of the box for me. If you guys would like to actually see more of me reading some Reddit stories to you all and just kikiing, then just let me know. And with all that being said, remember to keep positivity in your life, because positivity breeds positivity, and we have absolutely no time for negativity in 2023. I will see you guys super duper soon in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.